Video is necessary if you are building an online brand and business. Seriously, don't even try to get out of it. It's not possible anymore. With Facebook Live, IG Stories, IGTV, YouTube Live, YouTube, and that's just a few, the possibilities are endless, and video is what people are favoring. So what do you do if you're not exactly the most confident on camera? That's exactly what we're talking about today. Welcome back to Mondays with Michelle. I'm Michelle Knight of Brandmerry.com. Before we dive into today's content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time a new video is released. Before I dive into my 5-step process to get you more confident on camera, I have a question. Is everyone who's doing video today really that confident? The answer is a big fat no. So many of us struggle in the beginning, so many of us still struggle a year later in getting the courage to actually go live on video. The trick is, though, that we do it anyways. Seriously, I was on stage for years, I've been on TV, I've been interviewed on the news, and the first time I went live, I was freaking out. So give yourself some grace and know in the beginning, that's really gonna suck. Like seriously, your first live video is going to suck. Your first recorded video is probably gonna suck too, and that's okay. It's all part of the process. You're not gonna have this all figured out in the beginning, so just know that going in. Aside from just going for it and ripping off that Band-Aid, I have a 5-part framework I want you to follow, starting with number 1, schedule your first video, or your next video if you've done it a couple times and then went MIA on your community. I see you over there. When you make the commitment, as in it is on your calendar, it's going to be a lot harder for you to break that promise to yourself. Number 2, please practice. I know it sounds simple, but so many people forget that there's a lot of practice and behind the scenes work that actually goes into filming before you hit record. So now that you've got it scheduled in your calendar, carve out 3 times, yes, 3 times that you are going to practice your video. Now you're not gonna have to do this all the time. Every single time you wanna go live or record a video for YouTube, you don't have to practice it 3 times every single week, but in the beginning, this is really going to help you iron out a couple things. In addition to practicing just at your house, if you really freeze up every single time you hit the record button, then I have a challenge for you. Go use Insta Stories. Insta Stories are so easy because they're short, you tend to not overthink them as much, and they allow you to actually push the red button and know that your content is going to be seen. So this is a great way to get started if you know you want to move into live video or pre-recorded video to kind of warm you up a bit. The next one is actually mapping out your content. Now, in the practice stage, I want you to kind of get your sea legs going. I want you to understand where you feel a little uncertain. Do you freeze up right before the pitch? Are there certain topics that you're like, oh, I need some extra bullet points when it comes to those things? By practicing, you're going to identify what those areas are that you really need to emphasize in your notes. Yes, I'm encouraging you to have notes. If you are doing a pre-recorded video, look at this. Have your notes right here on a freaking phone, right in my lap, and record and break so that you have time to actually deliver each of the lines. I just did that, by the way. And if you're going live, have your notes handy and be super transparent with your audience. Seriously, no one cares if you use notes in a live stream. So stop feeling like you have to completely memorize your content from the get-go. The next tip I have for you in regards to feeling more confident on camera is tapping into your authenticity. Oftentimes we try to hide our quirks or the little things that we do that we feel are going to annoy other people, but those are actually the things that people thoroughly enjoy. I'll give you an example. I like to talk with my hands. If you didn't already notice, you will notice in every single video that you watch from me moving forward. But this is something that I used to hide in the beginning. I would try and sit there as still as possible, or I would hold my camera. I never felt natural. I was never delivering with full personality, so now I talk with my hands when I am on video. Identify 5 quirks that make you you and bring those out when you are on camera. And the last tip I have for you is exude confidence. There are things that make you feel confident. Every woman has these things. Maybe it's a particular outfit, some earrings, maybe you like lipstick. Not really my thing, but maybe it's yours and that's cool. Maybe it's a setting. I love being outside. It completely lights me up. When you feel like your most confident self inside, you will be your most confident on camera, and your audience will get more value from your online presence. I know how easy it can be to fall into the perfectionism trap, especially when it comes to video. So if you identify yourself as a perfectionist, before you dive into video, be sure to watch this YouTube video that I made for you all about perfectionism. Please know that you will only improve by doing. Seriously, I have only gotten to this stage on pre-recorded video because I've made like 100 pre-recorded videos. I'm only now able to go live in a second because I've gone live time and time again. So even though right now it feels really uncomfortable, even though right now you have this fear that like everything is going to end when you hit the record button, I am telling you that it will get easier and better over time. I hope these 5 tips were super helpful. If you want an awesome content calendar that's going to help you organize your social media posts and when you're going live and releasing pre-recorded video, be sure to go to brandmerry.com/content calendar or click the link in the description below. Be sure to like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and comment below with your favorite tip from today. I will see you guys next week for a brand new video on Monday. Oftentimes the next tip I have for you, I was never delivering to...
I talk with my hands. I use my hands when I talk.